Hello everyone. Today, we continue learning about the basic classes in Java. Our focus today will be on classes related to time operations. Simple date format. We will talk about date and simple date format, which were used in Java versions prior to 1.8. Let's start with date class, which was used before JDK8. This date class has fewer methods compared to the newer classes. Its constructor takes a long integer as an argument. So, what does this long integer represent? The long integer represents the number of milliseconds elapsed since the starting point of our computer's time, which is January the 1st, 1970, 0 midnight. So, this number represents the time passed from that starting point until the current time. It's the number of milliseconds that have passed from January the 1st, 1970, 000 and 0 seconds to the present moment. How many years are there? How many days? Then multiply by milliseconds. That is a very large number. So, everyone can see that this parameter is a long integer. The second method is to extract the number of milliseconds that have passed. There are also two methods, after and before, which are used to determine whether the current time of object comes after. The time manipulation class has relatively few operations, and it works in conjunction with another class called simple date format. Let's take a look at this class. It consists of 3 letters that represent simple date formats. It is primarily used for formatting dates. When we output a date, it is usually represented in English. However, with this class, we can customize the output format using wildcards. Commonly used wildcards include E for the year, M for the month, D for the day, S for hours, M for minutes, and S for seconds. By using these wildcards, we can set our desired format. For example, we can format the date with 4 digits for the year, 2 digits for the month, 2 digits for the day, and 2 digits for hours, minutes, and seconds. We can output the date in this format. Let's see how to use the simple date format class. Date. We format the date using the format method. New date. In this example, we create a date object using new date without any arguments, which represents the current system time. We can directly output this date, or first, format it. Please take a look. First, I create a simple date formatting class. This date formatting class takes a parameter, which is the format you want to customize. By using its format method, the date inside this parameter is formatted into a string representation. Then, we perform the output. Let's look at an example. Now, we examine this code snippet. Date here. A date object called date is created without any arguments, which represents the current time. When we output date, we notice that the date format is not what Chinese people are used to. It follows the foreign way of representing time. How can we make it display in the format we envisioned with 4 digits for the year, month, and day? To achieve that, we can create a simple date format object and provide our desired date format. Then we create the object and use its format method to format and output the date. Let's run the code and observe the results. you will see that the second output adheres to the format we want. Now, some might wonder if it's possible to display the date using Chinese characters, such as 年月日, year, month, day. In fact, you can also change this to the Chinese character format. It is also possible. So, let's change the slashes to Chinese characters. You'll find that apart from the wildcards, the other characters remain unchanged. If you want to convert it to the format of year, month, and day, you just need to add year, month and day in place of the slash or hyphen. If you wish to display only the date, without the hours and minutes, you can simply end the format string there, and run the code again. Let's take another look. When you observe the output, you will see that we only get the year, month, and day. This means that to format any date, you only need to follow the appropriate wildcard and add your customized characters to meet your requirements. Now, in our simple.format class, there's another method called parseString. In many programs, dates are often passed as strings. So, how can we convert them to date type and perform comparisons or other time operations? We achieve this using the parse method of the class. For example, if we input November the 11th in 1818, which is in string format, we can convert it to a date. After converting it, we can output the date, and we can also perform various operations with it. Let me confirm once again, we use its parse method to convert the string. However, it's essential to note that the date format in the string being parsed must match the pattern we specify in the simple.format object. If the string uses hyphens, while the pattern expects Chinese characters, the conversion will not be successful. When converting the date, errors may occur. Then we can output the converted date. Now, everyone, please go ahead and test this code on your own. I want to emphasize one point. When converting dates, errors may occur. In such cases, what should we do? Later, you will learn about exception handling, which allows us to catch and handle exceptions, ensuring the robustness of our code. Among the following descriptions about the Java.util.date class, which one is incorrect?